Hi guys, I have decided to start a blog, and it is about my experience with the military, and I hope that this will really help a lot of people out if they're deciding to go to the Air Force, and I really hope that I'm making a big difference by doing these videos and doing things for my family. And I'm gonna start, so 1 second. Okay, so I am 17 years old. I am in high school. I'm actually in homeschooling. I am in Becca Academy homeschool. It's really simple. You watch your lessons online, you do your videos, you take your tests, and you turn them in. My life has been pretty boring being in homeschool. I'm really by myself. I used to be in high school with everyone else, but then bad things happen. That stuff starts. I have been watching videos on YouTube, and I have been able to see that people are making a lot of videos about their experience with the military from the start to the beginning, and that is what I'm going to do ever since I decided officially to join the Air Force. Joining the Air Force, I've looked up all of my information. I know what I want to be, and hopefully I get my top pick. So I'm going to tell you this from the get-go. I would like to be stationed here in Texas, where I stay, so I can be close to my family. Like be on base in Texas, and that would be my dream sheet, where I want to be dreaming to be at. I also, when I start technical training, I would like to have my top score. I've already talked to my recruiter, and, I've taken a test, and I got a 43, which is pretty good, because I didn't study at all, and, that's pretty good for me, because I suck at taking tests, really suck, and I'm really good at math. I'm very, very slow reader, and he said he's just like that. And I get that. So, I am on ADHD medicine, Adderall. You have to be off of any kind of medication for a whole year. You can take vitamins and stuff like that, so that's what I'm doing. I've been off for about a couple weeks now. Really, it's just not getting started. So by the time I'm finished graduating high school, I will be ready to start by next March or so. Or, by, next year. I will be ready when it's time to graduate. I've already got my paperwork. It says I can keep doing these things. He gave me a folder, and inside the folder, I have my 8 steps to the future sheet, as you can see. Okay, first of all, we have our 8 steps to the future. I'm sorry that this video is going to be so lame, because I suck at recording. Anyway, so, I have, you go through your initial interview, which is really cool, with your, recruiter. I connected with my recruiter. He felt like I was going to give up on it, because that I had to be off my medication for a year, and I thought that it was, like, the end of the world for me, because I was like, I'm a very, like, instant person. Like, I want to be instant. I don't live with my dad, and that's great, because next year I'll be 18, so I won't have to have his signature or his permission when I'm signing up, so I can just wait. But yeah, then you have to take your ASVAB. ASVAB is, I'm ordering ASVAB for Dummies, and I heard that is the best book that you can possibly get, and that's awesome. I've already started a list of words that I know I need to work on. Right here on my backboard, I have a list of words. Like, I have like so much stuff that and it's like I have a daily list of things to do. Yeah, that's cool. It has everything you need to do, like your case file. You gotta do all that. You have to meet with MEPS and do your physical, and it's really just pretty simple. You also have to sign this. You also have to sign this paper. It is your recruiter applicant conduct and professional relationship. Just to understand, like, everything that happened with the sexual assault and stuff back then a couple of years ago. Well, now you see that you have to sign a paper knowing that there is no kind of relationship that is to have with your recruiter besides the professional one. And that's just basically it. And they're going to ask you questions. Well, my recruiter did. That's my own personal experience. I actually live in Dallas, so that's pretty close to the San Antonio area, the Lackland base, and that's going to be really cool that my family's really going to be close to me if I get on that base, Like, if I'm close to, like, the Sam Houston area, you have to do your technical school, my family will be close to me, and that's really cool. But I'm really looking forward to I want to do medical, medical laboratory specialist. Medical laboratory specialist. That was the one that I chose. I have 7 brothers and sisters, and only two other ones besides me wants to actually do it also. So I'm really looking forward to being a role model. And I am the second oldest. My brother, he still lives here. He's graduated high school 3 years ago, and that's really cool that I'm really with them. This is your U.S. Air Force application. Really, you have lots of stuff to do. Basically, this is your application. You have to list your identification information. You need to list your where you lived in the last 10 years. So, I've lived in 4 different houses. I'm actually originally from New Orleans, Louisiana, and I moved to Texas. So, I've been moving around since I moved out here about 10 years ago. So, it's been 10 years. It's 2015 now. And I have about 4 or 5 different addresses. This is my sister. She's one of the girls that want to actually, join too with me, and that's gonna be really cool. I love to have my sisters come with me a lot. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, hi. This is a YouTube video. Okay, so in your education history, I'm homeschooled, so my mom has to really sign off as my teacher. Like my principal, my teacher, my supervisor. Also, my employment history. I only had a job for a month, so when I talked to my recruiter, he said that doesn't really count. If you've had other jobs, that's really cool. I was only 15. Your law violations. I was a pretty bad kid in high school, so I had 3 law violations, 3 tickets. By next year, one of them should be knocked off, and that should be really cool. But they're saying if you have 3, you basically have to get like permission, basically, to be in there. Your drug use questions. I don't do drugs. No one should do drugs. I don't know. It's marijuana included, like it's in there. Then you have your background information, which is like your whole life. So you have to basically check off everything. And once you check everything off, if you answer yes to any of these questions, realize I'm still going. You realize I'm still going. Then at this one right here, you will write down the number and you'll write down what you answered yes to and the reason why or whatever. You have to explain your yes answers. So that's like 5 pages, okay? And then once you're done that, you have to list your spouse. If you're my age, you're not going to be married unless, or your dependents. You have to list all your brothers and sisters. So, this kind of extends down, and you have to really put it on the back of the sheet, but, basically, yeah. And personal references. Someone you've known for the last 7 years of your life that is not a family member. And I have quite a few people, and that's really pretty cool, Very straightforward. Okay, since I am homeschooled, I have my mom has her own little sheet she has to answer. If you are homeschooled, this will apply to you. So this is a really cool video for people who want to be in the Air Force and you're homeschooled. So basically, you have to fill out this worksheet. It's called Homeschool Validation Worksheet. It's for the parent, not for you. School profile worksheet. All these 2 papers. That's all you got to fill out. Okay, that's really pretty straightforward. Not back and front, just front. That's pretty straightforward. So that's what I had to do with my recruiter. I have had about give me one. Downstairs. Okay, you get 3? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm very distracted. I have ADHD. It's gonna be a very hard year for me. I'm sorry, my hair's a mess. Okay, so basically, my recruiter will let me come in at least once a month to come and do my ASVAB prep test, and I will come in there and I will see what score I get and see what I need to work on and go through my ASVAB for Dummies book and see what I have to work on. I've already ordered it and hopefully it'll be here soon. So this is your folder to the next life, really. It's really going to be cool. I'm really looking forward to it. I am so excited. I've been always the person who thought I'd never have a future, and I've always been that person who just didn't know what I was going to do with myself until I actually started looking into the Air Force, and I felt like this was my best choice, really. So this is for me. I really feel like this is for me. You have to get a certain score on your ASVAB test, and if you don't get that score, then like you have to get like I think a 50, and I was really close to a 50, so that's really cool without even studying. Um, but that's to pass and to even be in the Air Force. I think you have to get like a 50 at all to get a medical job. And I really want to work with medical in the medical area. I've always wanted to work with medical, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not really good with other people, and I hope that's gonna help me out. I'm not a selfish person. I just, I'm not really good with people, and I hope hopefully this will help me with my people skills. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I am also studying. Not only am I studying for my ASVAB, I have to study for my SAT and my ACT. That I have to take, even though I'm in homeschool. It's not really required of me, but in order to get in the Air Force, you have to study. You have to take your SAT and ACT test. In my folder, you will see in here that there is. Oh yeah, I also have a card. He gave me. It's about. I don't know what the heck this is though. Yeah, that's stupid. Air Force Recruiting Service. If you feel these actions have occurred, you should contact. Okay, action. Basically, it says, congratulations, you have expressed interest in the world's greatest Air Force. You could potentially join the ranks of thousands of proud airmen. You see that I suck at reading. Past and present, who made a commitment to fly, fight, and win. Basically, this is if you're a recruiter or one of the other enlistment people, they're basically harassing you. But that shouldn't happen. That's just, I don't think that would happen to a lot of people. It's just to take precautions. Right here are some dates for the ACT and SAT. This was about 2010, so this is not going to apply to you, but you know what I mean. Like, you basically have to take the test to get in there. Like, that's just not a choice. And you have to be 18. You can be 17, because I know sometimes people are 17 when they graduate high school and they're about to go to college. You can't be 17, you just have to have parents' permission. I'm going to be 18 when I join, so I won't have to have my parents' permission. I am 17 now. I was supposed to graduate this year, which sucks, I know, but I'll get over it. I'm graduating next year. Being in high school got me a grade behind, but I will definitely get better now that I'm homeschooled. And hopefully this video really helped you a lot to understand what my first part of being in the Air Force. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and leave your comments and questions, answers, whatever you need to do, leave them below, and I'll be glad to answer them if there's something that you want to know about going through the recruiter process. So, thanks guys.